Well, good morning. It's Michelle from Michelle's Ink It Stampit, and today I am working on the new no-sew journal that I saw on Leslie's channel, 507 Willow House Journal. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping in. I hope you subscribe, share with your friends that might be interested. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. So leave me any comments that you have, a timestamp of where you saw them, the question that you have, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and figure it out for you. So today we're going to be starting this new no-sew journal, and it uses 16 pages. I'm using coffee dye paper. That's what Leslie was using. And she said it was so that when she used her digital papers that she didn't have any stark white showing, which makes sense. So I went ahead and did that. This is my third attempt at making this journal. For whatever reason, my video keeps shutting off. So I'm going to be getting up and down to keep checking it, make sure it's still going. So yeah, I got all the way through this other. I made this whole one here, and it shut off after 14 minutes, so it didn't have it all. But I have this all ready to go, so I'm going to show you what I do. And we're going to start off by, first off, you're going to, so 16 pages of whatever paper you want. You could probably do more than that. You could probably do less than that, you know, whatever you're feeling like. So I have these already folded and glued. So I'm going to show you what I do. So I open this up. And I'm just using a glue stick. This is the Darcy all-purpose washable glue stick. I don't think I'll be washing my journal anytime soon, so I think we're good. All of the glue sticks say that you need to put two, pass over your thing twice to get the adequate, easy for me to say, adequate amount of glue on there. So, my bone folder. The things that you'll need for today are your bone folder. If you don't have one, that's okay too. Use whatever you have. I couldn't find mine for a while, so I actually put the lid back on my glue stick and made sure that I went all over my stuff with my glue stick, and it worked just fine because that's flat. And it doesn't have a sharp edge to it. So the other thing I do is make sure that I go all the way around the edge so that all your edges are sealed up. So you have your folded edge that's over here, and you have your the folded edges here, and then you have your open edges were here. You'll often see a little bit of rippling in these, and don't worry about it. It's fine. It's going to get covered up. So I have all the pages but these two here. So I'm just going to stack these. Probably going to put them on the bottom because I'll work with these up on the top. They're already dry. And then I have one more to do. So we're going to glue this one. Again, I make sure I go over the fold. I go up and down the edge twice and twice here. And then here I go all over. And if you push too hard, you're going to flatten your glue out and you're going to get an edge to it. So I just wheel it around on there and take off all the gloppy edge that there is so that I can push that glue down so there's no big clumps. Okay, so we're going to get this, fold this. I run it around the folded edge first, and then I kind of go out from there to the corners and then out from there. get a wrinkle in it, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's only paper. And we'll be covering most of it up. So, okay. So we're done with that part. So the only thing you're going to need is your glue stick, a bone folder if you choose to, and this is masking tape. I got this masking tape at Walmart. You can use washi tape. I've placed all my folded edges, they're all on one side, and all the open ends were on this side, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So masking tape is high tack, right? It's not high tech, it's high tack. It also says on here too, if you're allergic to rubber, natural rubber latex, then you might be allergic to this, so be careful. All right, so you can use washi tape, but it is low tack. It's not meant to stay on, right? It's meant to be able to be removed, so you'll need to put glue under that. That's just another step you'll have to do if you use the washi tape. So I have my papers. This is my folded edge here. So this is going to be the nice edge that'll be showing. Well, I can show you on this one. Your book will end up with all your nice edges on this side, and all your wonky edges, ripply edges, will be for the spine. So, and you'll see not all of it sticks together, and that is fine too. And that's the middle part, so I'll show you why it does that, but it doesn't really matter. So here's what it's going to look like when you're done with your 16 pages. All right, let me put this over here. Okay, so you take your folded edge this way, and you're going to, see, I'm going to flip it over. This, I just want to get the edge on it first, so I'm going to set it down this way. And this is your edge, that's your rough edge. It's concaved like that, so I'm just going to do it that way so it holds up, so I can see it. I'm going to line it up on my grid on here, so I know I have it relatively straight. I'm going to go past it, and I'll show you why. For that, there's a method to it. And then I know I just want half and half, so I'm going to get it as close as I can, which that's not even close, but again, doesn't matter. Okay, then I'm going to flip this over. Rough edge here, smooth edge here. I'm going to get my next piece, and I'll flip it over because I know this was my folded edge here. So this is the smooth edge. Excuse me, this will be the rough edge. And then what I'm going to do is line it up against that. And I'll show you what I did wrong on my very first one. You know, when you make them, if you're not sure what the person said, or you didn't see all of it, or you didn't, you know, whatever. So I took mine and folded it this way, where the tape was on the outside. Okay, that's no, you don't want to do that. You want to take it and fold it so that your tape is to the inside. Your book will be straight, and I always put it this way. Excuse me, let it get a drink here. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut my edge. And I'm just going to glue it down here. And then I'm going to take my edge here, and I'm going to glue that, or cut that right along the edge. Glue that down. So when you do it this way, I like to push it down that way and then pinch it smooth. And then I'm going to put my bone folder across it. Okay. So if you want to follow along with this, which that would be fun to do, I will be putting these out on Wednesdays. Like I said, I recorded this video 3 different times and it never did. It never did go. So, okay, so again, I'm going to put the part, this is the one that has the tape on it in the middle and it's folded up. So I'm going to put this again on that edge. I'm going to get my tape. And this is the easiest way I found to do it. Tear your tape off. It doesn't matter if it's close to the edge or you have it a little bit longer. The masking tape is pretty cheap. Okay. So I'm going to fold that down. That got a little wrinkle in it, so I'm going to pull it up. Excuse me. Okay. So again, your folded edges are here. So now I'm going to take this one. I flipped it over, so my folded, it doesn't matter which is top or bottom because you don't have that distinguished yet. As long as you have your rough edge to the center. And again, it's going this way, the paper's going that way, so I'm going to put this way down so that sticks with the tape. And I'm going to get it as close to the edges as I can. And you'll see why it works better this way, because when you start getting one side higher than the other, it's going to matter. Okay, again, you're going to fold into the tape. So your tape is on the inside, and then you're going to go push that down, and then you're going to cut these off. Okay, so now you're starting to make your spine just like we did on that other one. Be careful running your fingers on it. I have 2 paper cuts, each one on each side. Okay. So we're going to keep going with this. Make sure that was my tape side. I'm just going to fold this down, flip it over. I can run my bone folder over this part if I want. Again, the concave part is that way. So you don't want it going up this way because then that could pull up. Chances are this won't. And then I want to get this as close to inside as I can. And then fold it to the inside. Oops, that tape folded down that way. Okay, go to the inside. I'll push this down this way so I'm getting it even on the board. Run my fingers down it. I could take it this way and do the bone folder on it as well. Then I'm going to cut the edge. It's not going to be perfect. Not everything's going to line up all the time, but we'll get it as close as we can. Okay. So then we're going to go this way. Put it up on that line again. Put our tape down. Flip this over. This is the folded edge. This is the rough edge. it's going that way, so I want to pull this in. And then fold it in. Okay, mine aren't cutting because the screw has been coming loose. Cuts so much nicer when it can go together. And from this side being folded, it will be sticky. Okay, but that's not going to matter because in the end, we're going to cover that up. Okay. So on your edge again. And if you're going to put your bone folder on it that way, do it while it's up in the air. Really, it probably wouldn't matter at all. I think I've done it both ways, to be honest with you. Okay, the rough edge, rounded. And if you don't think it cleaned it up enough, you can go in and cut it, you know, on the edge this way and this way. Sure I'm still recording. Yep. Okay, so you've gotten the gist of this. So when we come back on Wednesday, we'll have all 16 of our pages together. And what you can start doing is pulling some book pages, and I'll show you that here in just a second. You can also go this way if you want to keep them on the bottom. I think that probably keeps it more even. Okay, so we're about halfway done. So I won't bore you to death with any more of that. So just get them all together, So they're all glued on to one book like this. Okay, so that's 16 of our pages. So when you get that together, start looking for pages that you could put into the center. We're going to start adding, if you have broken, broken pages, if you have torn pages that you want to add in, this will be cute. We'll, cut it off so it goes straight across, or you could put it in this way if you want, and then you would cut it even on there. But if you want to just get your papers ready, you don't have to tear them up or do anything. I've gotten a pile over here that I'll be adding in. I've got little book pages, I've got some music paper, I've gotten some scraps that were larger, I've got little scraps, short scraps, more book pages, some ledger paper, some writing paper, old book pages that I use. So it doesn't matter what it is, we'll get it out and start adding it in on the next time. Okay, so go ahead and get that ready, and we'll do the next part on Wednesday. All right, see you then. I'll put, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, ask me anything you want, and I'll be sure to answer. I'll put a video here that you might be interested in too. So go create something fun. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.